All right, welcome back, everyone. This is part 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos Joey the Passion, where we are trying to complete the card list for the game. We are at, currently 11.4%, 40 out of 350. Check out parts 1 and 2 to see how we have done so far. So let's just jump right back into it. Doing a match duel again, still at the 1 star. And I will say, you really do need some stronger cards. Those, if you watched part 2 specifically, the 1800 attack monsters are killing us. So we need some 1800s ourselves, or we need some magic trap or effect monsters to kind of deal with it. So it looks like we're going second. So let's see what happens.
I'll just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap.
Alright, so we played a monster in defense position and a card face down. Let's see what we got. Alright, so Light Force Sword. That is a trap card, and it selects one card at random from your opponent's hand. Keep it face down and place it outside of the field during your opponent's 4th turn. The card is returned to his or her hand in standby phase. So let's see what he picks. We're going to lose. So we lost our Alligator Sword for the next 4 turns. Not a big deal. Just what Alligator Sword is. It's a 4-star monster with 1500 attack and 1200 defense. So it's a normal monster. We have Mystical Space Typhoon. This destroys one spell or trap card on the field. First time getting Grateful Dice, where we roll 1 6-sided dice. The result is multiplied by 100 points and added to the attack and defense of all monsters you control until the end of your turn. Monsters summoned after this card's activation are excluded. We have the Headless Knight with it's a 4-star monster, normal monster with 1,450 attack and 1,700 defense. Axe Raider, 4-star monster, normal monster, 1,700 attack, 1,150 defense. And Harpy's Feather Duster, destroy all your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field. I'm going to put the Grateful Dice down for now, just in case we need that roll to increase our strength. And I'm going to summon the Axe Raider. It's our strongest monster at 1,700 attack. And let's try to get rid of whatever card this is, because I don't want him to have anything for tribute fodder. We don't really have the best hand to deal with anything. So, Shining Abyss, that is unfortunate. Oh man, he's got some good cards to start. 4-star monster, 1,600 attack, and 1,100 defense. We are going to hope he can't get better than that in this upcoming turn, because I can't deal with anything stronger right now with the cards I have. So let's see what he does. Hopefully no tribute. Rocket Warrior. So that is a 4-star monster, and it has a 1,500 attack and 1,300 defense. The effect of this card can only apply during the battle phase of your own turn. Any damage this monster takes is reduced to 0. Any monster attacked by this card has its attack decreased by 500 points until the end of the turn. So any monster attacked by this card, I don't remember this card. Any monster attacked by this card has its attack decreased by 500 points. Alright, so when he attacks, I lose 500 attack, but not when I attack. So that's unfortunate. I am going to lose the 500. I could have used Grateful Dice here to up that, but oh, it doesn't actually destroy the monster, though. That's interesting. So you use Rocket Warrior to lower your opponent's monster's attack, but then you'd have to have something else to destroy it. Interesting. Okay. That is good to know. I'm going to summon the Headless Knight in attack mode with 1,450, and I'm going to take the chance on Graceful Dice. We just need more than a 100. It just needs to be more than a 1, and I can get rid of the Shining Abyss and the Rocket Warrior all in one turn. So let's do that. Let's hope for more than a 1. 4 is good. We take 4s. So we can use the Headless Knight to get rid of the Shining Abyss, 1850 versus 1800. And we can take the difference of the Axe Warrior, the Axe Raider, and the Rocket Warrior and inflict that to direct damage. So we have 7,900, he has 7,400. And I'm going to end my turn by putting Mystical Space Typhoon face down, just to have something there that maybe he could target from his spell or trap cards. Off to a better start than last game, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, what is he doing? Soul of Purity and Light, 2000 attack. Oof. That is a special summon, so he could still play a monster, which he does. Alright, let's take a look at both of these cards. And I'm going to be learning, I think, some cards myself, because I don't remember these cards as well. Soul of Purity and Light. This card can only be special summoned by removing 2 light monsters in your graveyard from play. As long as this card remains face up on the field, decrease the attack of all monsters on your opponent's side of the field by 300 points during his or her battle phase. Oof. Attack of all monsters on your opponent's side of the field by 300 points during his or her battle phase. So I'm going to lose 300 points right off the bat for all my monsters. That's not good. What is this? Marutasi. The effect of this card can only be applied during your opponent's turn. When your opponent activates a spell card, offer this face-up card as a tribute to negate the activation of the spell card and destroy it. Alright, so that's a 3-star monster, 900 attack, 900 defense. And Soul of Purity was a 6-star monster with a 2000 attack and a 1800 defense. I could use Tribute of the Doomed, but he would negate it with the Marowatsia. So we're not going to do that. So discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and destroy 1 monster card on the field regardless of position. That's what we just got. So he would use that. We don't want that. So we're going to do, we're gonna put Sagan in defense. So Sagan, again, 3-star monster. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move 1 monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. It has a 1000 attack and a 600 defense. We're going to put that in defense just to have something on the field to protect us. I'm going to use the Axe Raider, which lowers its attack because of Soul of Purity and Light, to get rid of this Marowatsia card, because I want my spell cards to be usable, because we're going to have to do something about that Soul of Purity and Light, which is probably going to be Tribute to the Dooms in the next turn. So let's see what he does. Okay, he didn't play any monsters, so that's good. Unfortunately, we lose our Axe Raider, which is a strong monster, but nothing we can do. Playing a monster after the fact. I guess because it's a weak monster. What do we draw? Oh, we got another Axe Raider. And we get our Alligator Sword back. I forgot about that, so that's good. Alright, so Science Soldier. It is a 3-star monster with an 800 attack and 800 defense. Alright, we can get rid of the Soul of Purity and Light now. So I am going to activate Tribute to the Doomed. I'm going to get rid of the Alligator Sword we just picked back up to get rid of the Soul of the Purity and Light, because that's a hard monster to deal with. We're going to flip Sagan into attack mode. We're going to summon the Axe Raider, because we haven't summoned yet. And now we can deal some good damage to his life points. So we will use Sagan to get rid of this Science Soldier. That's 200 points gone. Bring him down to 6,700. And we can attack him directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Okay, so he's now at 5,000. We're at 7,050. We're in an okay position. 2 monsters on the field.
My field spell card activates.
Ah, field spell. You boy. He's definitely trying to it, right? I think I'm gonna have to use Mystical Space Vitunus. But alright, Fusion Gate. As long as this card remains face up on the field, a fusion monster can be special summoned without using polymerization. The fusion material monsters used in the fusion are not sent to the graveyard, but are removed from play. I think he's probably trying to bring a strong fusion monster. I don't have resources to deal with it, so we're going to use Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of Fusion Gate, get it off the field. That way, whatever he's trying to do, he can't bring forward. Good. He has nothing in his hand. So this should allow us to get some good damage on him. I'm going to put... We just drew Giant Tundra. Trinade. Return all spell and trap cards on the field to the respective owner's hand. I'm just going to place that down. It kind of gives him a target for my magic and trap cards. It doesn't... I don't know if the computer really knows what it is, but hey. Good damage to his life points here directly. So the Sagan will direct directly. Axe Raider will also attack directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Okay, he's at 2,300. Hopefully the next turn will be the end and we can win.
I'll just go along and set this card
That's fine if that's all you have, because I can either return it to you or destroy it. I think we're going to win.
my turn.
I will just use Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't care what that is if I can get rid of it. It was called the Haunted. He could have definitely brought back a strong monster. I don't know if he would have been able to bring back Soul of Purity and Light, but he would have brought back something to protect himself. So, hey, we will take it. It is a win. So Sagan to attack indirectly, as well as the Axe Raider. And we're finally off to a good start here, as we need to win some cards. Our deck is weak. All right, hopefully we get one more here. Going second. Pretty strong pull there for us. An Axe Raider. We've seen that card multiple times. 4-star monster, 1700 attack, 1150 defense. We got some good cards. This is a very strong hand. I'm not sad about this. So we got Alligator Sword. It has 1500 attack, 1200 defense, like we saw. Tribute to the Doom. We've seen this a bunch of times. Discard one card from your hand to destroy to the graveyard to destroy one monster card on the field. We got the Buster Blader. This is a 7-star monster with 2600 attack, 2300 defense, and the attack of this card increases by 500 points for every dragon-type monster on your opponent's side of the field or graveyard. Change of Heart. You can select and control one of your opposing monsters regardless of position until the end of your turn. We probably will try to maybe use this to maybe get Buster Blader on the field, although I could see a way we can get Buster Blader on the field by using Tribute to the Doomed and throw it in the graveyard and using Monster Reborn, but we'll discuss that in a bit. Goblin Attack Force. We've seen this one launch too. It's a 4-star monster, 2300 attack, 0 defense. As I've said, anything that's usually over 1900 attack as a no tribute monster comes with a negative effect, and this is one of those cards. When this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. This position cannot be changed during your next turn. And Monster Reborn, a classic of the series. You can select one monster card from either your opponent's or your own graveyard and place it on the field under your control in attack or defense position, face up, and this is considered a special summon. So right now, I don't need to really go crazy. I have a really great hand, but I don't need to go crazy. It's early in the duel, so I'm just going to play Goblin Attack Force. I'm going to get rid of this Axe Raider, knowing full well that I will lose my Goblin Attack Force the next turn, but I'm curious what he has in the back. I want to see, before I start making some big boy plays, I kind of want to see what he's dealing with. So now we'll go into defense. It's a 0 defense. I'm fully expecting losing it, but it was worth, I think, to get rid of that Axe Raider so he can't tribute. There is that card again. So the Maramutia, which you can tribute that card to negate the effect of a spell card, which I have some very good spell cards, so we don't want that to happen. All right, we drew Mystical Space Typhoon, so destroy one spell or trap card on the field. I'm going to put that down for now. I'm going to bring forth the Alligator Sword with our 1500 attack just to get rid of this card, because I don't want my spell cards to be impacted by that card. And it's some good life point damage to him. So bring him down to 6,800.
I activate my spell card. Change of heart.
All right, he's gonna tribute my Alligator Sword. For what, though, is the question.
All right. With this, the piece of the bed. I offer my monster as a tribute.
What is he bringing forth? Amphibian Beast. That is a good card. Definitely one of the better one tribute monsters in this series. So it is a 6-star monster with 2,400 attack and 2,000 defense. That is very, very high for a one tribute monster, 2,400. I think only the Cybertech Alligator is better. So we drew the Morphing Jar number 2. It is a 3-star monster with 800 attack, 700 defense, and we've talked about this one a lot. It's a very good defensive card. You can return all monster cards on the field to the respective decks and shuffle them. You and your opponent then pick up cards until you both have the same number of monster cards, level 4 or lower, that will return to each deck. Special summon the monsters on the field in face down defense position. Any other cards picked up are discarded to the graveyard. So I got to get rid of this Amphibian Beast. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Tribute to the Doom. And I'm going to get rid of the Buster Blader in my hand to get rid of it, which will allow me to then use Monster Reborn to bring it back. It's either that, or I do the Morphing Jar number 2 strategy. because I don't have another monster to play, if I were to use Monster Reborn and bring back the Buster Blader, I can't play another monster really. I could play Morphing Jar in attack position, but that's not the purpose of the card. I think I am going to go the Morphing Jar strategy and just get the Amphibian Beast back into his deck. We'll save the Buster Blader play with the Monster Reborn for our back pocket, maybe for the next turn. Well, that sucks. Nobleman to Cross out. That's a very good card. It destroys one face-down monster card and removes it from play. The monster destroyed, if the monster has a flip effect, both players must remove all monster cards of the same name from their respective decks and remove them from play. The decks are then shuffled. So I can't do anything to stop that. Unfortunately, I can look through his deck. Curious what he's playing, but not curious enough to go through it because I kind of like the surprise element of it. So we're not going to look at this deck, but I don't get to use the Morphing Jar strategy. That is the bad part of that. So I am going to unfortunately take the 2,400 directly to my life points, bring me down to 3,200, and he's going to summon a Science Soldier. So what am I got to make a big boy play right now, that's for sure. Blast Sphere would be a big boy play. Or I could just summon it in attack position because it has 1,400 attack. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Tribute to the Doomed. I have to discard one card. I am going to get rid of the Buster Blader. And I get to destroy one monster on the field. We are going to take care of his Amphibian Beast right now. Get rid of it. Then I'm going to summon, I know this isn't the purpose of the card, a Blast Sphere, 4-star monster, 1,400 attack, 1,400 defense, and when your opponent attacks this monster in face-down defense position, this card is treated as an equipped card and is used to equip the attacking monster. Damage is not calculated. The equipped monster and this card are destroyed during your opponent's next standby phase. Your opponent then receives direct damage equal to the equipped monster's attack. So usually you want to use that effect. It's a very good effect, but it also has 1,400 attack, so I am going to summon it. I am going to use Monster Reborn to bring back the Buster Blader that I just discarded because it's got 2,600 attack, even maybe more if there are some dragons in his graveyard. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think there are. So there we go. And he's only got an 800 attack monster, which is that Science Soldier, 3-star monster, 800 attack, 800 defense. So we can use the Blast Sphere to deal to attack that and get the 600 out of there. And now he's going to take a big 2,600 to his life points.
Man, that was close. Too close.
Bringing him down to 3,600. So we're close. We're still behind in the life points, but I feel very good about where we are positioning-wise. Although he does have 4 cards. Okay, just a monster in defense. I think we can win, actually, because I have Change of Heart. Yeah. So we're going to use Change of Heart because I don't want to deal with whatever the hell he's got under there. It could be something to kill my Buster Blader. Not even going to take the chance. Just going to take over whatever he's got. It was Joan the Spiritualist. And this randomly discard one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy all special summon monsters on the field. And in addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, no monsters can be special summoned. So we'll flip that into attack mode. We did just draw Zombra the Dark, which is a 4-star monster with 2,100 attack and 500 defense. This card cannot attack a player directly, so can't do direct damage. And each time this card destroys a monster in battle, it decreases attack by 200 points. We'll just summon it. Why not? I mean, it's not going to make a point. It looks like we're going to win this one. So Blast Sphere to attack him directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And the Buster Blader to wrap it up. All right, a win, especially after taking the loss in the last video. I will definitely take that. We need better cards. So we did win-win today. And let's see what we got. Limiter removal, a baby dragon, and a UFO turtle. So we will check out what those cards are in the deck construction.
Hey, give me one more match. I know I can beat you this time.
Fortunately, I don't think they're that good of cards that are really going to help us. But they do count towards the beating the game criteria. So let's see what we got. All right, so we got limiter removal. This doubles the attack of all machine-type monsters that are on your side of the field when this card is activated. At the end of the turn, all monsters affected by this effect are destroyed. So that could be pretty powerful if we're doubling them, but I don't think we have really any good machine monsters, if I'm not mistaken. We got the Gadget Soldier, which is crap. Blast Sphere, which, yeah, I don't really think we're going to be using that. And then we got the UFO Turtle. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you may select one fire monster with an attack of 1,500 or less from your deck and special summon it to the field in face-up attack position. No tribute is required for monsters of level 5 or more. The deck is then shuffled. Okay. Do we have any fire monsters? Let's see. It's a 1,400 attack, though, so honestly, we'll go back and look at that. But this is all dark. This is water. Fire, the Gadget Soldier. Yeah, but that wouldn't count because it's 1,500 or more. No, we don't have any. We don't have any. But it is a 1,400 attack monster, which sadly is good for us because we have that bad of monsters. So we will use it for just its attack. Not going to really use it for its effect. But for now, 1,400 and 1,200 defense. We will take that. And our last new card was... what? Oh, it was just Baby Dragon, which we already have a copy of. So, okay. That helps us because now we can get rid of another crap card that we don't need. What do we want to get rid of? Polymerization's not really good because we don't really have a good tribute monster for that. The Baby Dragons suck. Let me put this in attack. We have 1 tribute, 2 tribute. We have 3 tribute monsters. I don't like Gadget Soldier, but I don't have anything to replace it with. That's the other problem. What should we get rid of? Probably a Baby Dragon. It's kind of weak. The card of Safe Return. I don't really like that card, really. I mean, special summon, you can draw 1 card, but it's not going to remain there. It's forever. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. We'll hold on to the monsters for now. There's a bunch of cards I don't really like Forest. I don't really see a purpose of. Polymerization, we'll probably get rid of that soon too. The Baby Dragons and the Tiger Axes are all useless. Even the UFO Turtle is eventually going to be useless. So, all right, well, hey, a win for today. We will definitely take that after coming again off of the loss that we had in the last video. That's going to put us at 12%. So we have 42 out of 350. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you want to leave a like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. But, hey, as long as you enjoyed, that's really the most important part. So if you want to, you want to. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. Doesn't matter to me. But, hey, also comments down below if you think I can improve my strategy and tell me how I can improve my strategy. So, all right, until the next video. Later.